cathedral. Maybe we could go there today? See if we can help?
Yeah, right. The deacon will be really glad to see dirty bums like us walking around his glorious church.
You don't know that, maybe?
Oh, stuff it. We'll go and see Dragan instead.
Maybe someone in here has seen the caretaker.
Much longer.
The sister is too busy to take a look at him. It's just a matter of time until that wound festers.
What do you want?
I'm looking for the caretaker. I've been told he sometimes comes here.
You mean Radu? Yeah, I know him. Steer clear of that bastard.
Any idea where he is?
Right now? Nah. But I do know something. Might be interesting for you.
Really? All right, tell me.
That's not how it works, friend. I need a little palm grease first.
Here you go. It better be worth it.
It is. Something strange is going on here. Every night there are noises. Creaking, scratching, and, I don't know, things being pushed around. Some of the folk here say the building's haunted.
Listen, I didn't pay to hear a ghost story. You were supposed to tell me about the caretaker.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm not trying to swindle you or nothing. You see, there's a closed-off wing here. They put the plague patients there when it first hit. But one day, they decided they were beyond help and sealed them all off, left them all to die. But I hear that the caretaker knew how to get in there, some secret entrance, and used it, but I don't know what for.
I see. Any idea where it might be?
Somewhere upstairs, I think. You'd have to look around.
All right, I'll check it out. Thanks.
It seems the asylum resident, apart from telling us a gruesome story about what happened to the plague patients, gave us a useful hint about the secret entrance to the asylum wing. For a price, of course. Using focus mode allows us to see that there might be something hidden behind the shelves.
Scratches on the floor.
Let's investigate the location. It was a separate wing for patients who fell ill with the plague.
Damn! What a stench! Something's rotten in here. So many died here, in isolation.
This wing was blocked off, and they were left to die a terrible death. Something else happened here.
Huh. Died recently. Killed by something bestial.
This body looks fresh compared to the rest.
It's getting better and better.
We have to face a creature called Muron. While it is theoretically a vampire, its transformation did not go correctly. Occasionally, Murons produce loud, inhuman screams which stun the target, if it is within the scream's range.
You!
As you can observe, their behavior is chaotic and hard to predict. This is yet another example of our narrative sandbox. We can approach each of the quests in a variety of ways, remembering about the duality of our hero, human by day and vampire by night, knowing we have both day and night as our allies. In June, we started on the outskirts of Svartro and had a brief stint with some bandits. Coen got rid of them easily with a few well-timed sword cuts and active abilities. Then we walked around the city a bit until we reached the cathedral, this time entering it without any hassle during the day as a human. Let's continue that playthrough.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen. Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
That's right. My name's Coen.
It's a real shame what happened there. So many good people imprisoned. But where there is sin, there must be chastisement. And speaking of sin, come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah, so you deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Coen.
Father Florin?
We can start by chatting with the deacon. He might know something about the catacombs where Saint Mihai is buried.
Pay the workers, clean up the altar. What else? Oh, right, the bell tower. Yes, what is it? I have much to do, so either be quick about it or leave me to my duties.
Could you point me towards the entrance to the crypt?
What are you talking about?
I wanted to pay my respects to the city's founders. Light a candle in their memory, if possible.
Sorry to disappoint, son, but there's no crypt in this house of worship now, if that is all.
Things change, especially in the last few years. Perhaps the crypt was built over or sealed away?
Listen, son, the parish book doesn't say anything about any crypt. I should know. I wrote parts of it myself.
Can I take a look? Just to make sure.
No. The library is not open to just anyone. Still, it seems to me you have plenty of time on your hands and will keep on badgering me. Tell you what, I'll give your idle hands something to do, and afterwards maybe I'll let you take a look into the library.
Tell me what you need then.
Our caretaker, Radu, is missing, it seems. It's been a few days since he last came to work, and now his duties have become my duties. I imagine he's lazing about somewhere, having a laugh at my expense.
Any idea where to look for him? Perhaps he's at home.
If I only knew where that is. Radu's a secretive man. No, I'd rather ask around in the almshouse. He spends a lot of time talking to the inmates.
The almshouse? Where is it?
Go out to the courtyard and turn left. Carry on walking until you see a well on your right. The almshouse's entrance is just by that well. I try to avoid going there myself. Ugh, a dreadful place. Really dreadful. Anyway, be on your way, son. And let me know when you find Radu.
I'm alright. Just need to get a breather. That's all.
Let's use the sword this time, because yes, you can fight with a sword as a vampire too. But before we engage, let's adjust the camera. Camera placement was one of the hottest topics after our gameplay reveal. We've got lots of feedback about it, and we decided to add a second option for those of you who prefer the camera slightly further away from the character. The camera will be adjustable for combat and exploration separately, so you can choose the setup you prefer. Coen's faster using the sword as a vampire compared to his human form. Take notice of the hourglass icon next to our objective. It indicates that opening the crypt will move the time forward.
How about here? St. Mihai's symbol.
Let's open the entrance and investigate the crypt. Lighting up a torch might be a good idea.
This place must have been sealed off for ages. I wonder why.
We can hear some moaning coming from behind one of the walls. Let's investigate this.
Is that moaning? I think it's coming from behind this wall.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Wait, are you Mihai?
Tobias! You'll finally pay! Don't you get to me, Tobias! I'm not... Shit! Listen to me! No more! Your eyes!
We've been attacked by Mihai, who was an important figure in the valley. And for some reason, he was buried alive in the catacombs. Of course, as players, you'll be able to learn why that has happened. but we'd like to avoid too many spoilers here. That's why we are stopping this presentation mid-fight.
Yes? Why are you pestering me again?
I know what happened to Radu.
Good. So, what was that wastrel doing all this time? Getting drunk on communion wine? Tell me.
I found him in the almshouse, in the sealed-off wing. The caretaker was hiding there, but he was no longer human. He turned into something terrible, a monster. I'm sorry, but I had to kill him.
What? I don't understand. What happened to Radu?
He was involved in something dark. There were corpses in his hiding place. Probably his latest victims. But how he became that creature is anyone's guess.
A monster in the house of God. First the plague, now this. Oh, truly, we might just be living in the end times. Right. I'll have to talk to the guards, send them to retrieve the bodies, and clean up that place.
You do what you need to do, but I believe we had a deal. May I enter the library now?
What? Yes. You may go inside with my blessing. I'll tell someone to leave the door unlocked for you. The book you're looking for, it's called The Annals of Svartrau Cathedral. Now, excuse me, I must go to Father Florin and tell him we need a new caretaker.
He gave us access to the library in exchange for our information. Let's go there and find a book he has mentioned. Reading books in our game works surprisingly similarly to the way it works in real life. They might teach us new skills or give us additional experience. Let's stop here and load a save game from the night variant playthrough of this quest. We are again in Svartrau, in front of the cathedral.
Guidance. They'll guide us right to our grave, those fucks.
As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective.
You sure it'll work? Certain as the sunrise. And if not, I'll pay you back double.
Provided I'm able to crawl back to you. It's for Kiri blood after all. Sorry.
Let's get inside the building using Coen's vampiric abilities, Plane Shift and Shadow Step. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Last time we were inside the cathedral, we came across Xanthi, one of Brensis's officers. She was a difficult opponent for Coen, so this time we're going to be smart about it, stay on the scaffoldings, and show you an alternative approach.
Better be quiet.
To blood.
Blood to blood, blood.
You shall
Is that
become Kenya's
Warrior's Xanthi?
most faithful servant.
What the hell is she doing here?
His command shall become the
What is she
sole
doing?
voice in your heart.
Is that a ritual for the blood
fellow
gods?
blood god shall become your new family. You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only
They're covering up the old
duty shall
paintings.
remain.
Why?
Blood to blood.
One of the workers must have left it.
You shall become Kenya's
Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere. Won't get anything done just standing around. Still, staying up here would be a smart idea.
Your fellow blood god shall become your new family. You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only duty shall remain.
Bound in blood.
Blood to blood.
Let's start by checking out one of the frescoes in detail.
You shall
Sanctus
become
Mihi,
Prince's most
patron
faithful
saint of Svatrau
servants.
himself.
His command
Victorious
shall
and
become the
well-loved.
sole voice in your heart.
There's the legendary silver
Fellow
sword.
blood god shall become your
I hope it
new
really does
friend.
exist.
You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only duty shall remain.
Saint Mihai's symbol. Good. It should help my search.
It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svatrau, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Coen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts. But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of four directions: up, down, left or right, in order to hit the opponent where he is unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Coen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust. And now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time. Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the Artery attack, which actually decapitated the last opponent. Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open the inventory.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
The Blood of Dawnwalker is an upcoming single-player, open-world dark fantasy action role-playing game developed by Rebel Wolves and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Envisioned as the first chapter of a long-form saga and built as a narrative-driven, dark sandbox that blends Witcher-style quest depth with a dual-identity power fantasy. Set in the Carpathian-inspired medieval region of Vale Sangora during a fictional 14th century, the story follows Coen, once an ordinary villager, now cursed as a Dawnwalker after surviving a brutal encounter with vampire overlords. The curse grants him human agency by day and vampiric might by night, but also afflicts him with silver poisoning and a parasitic blood hunger that threatens to override his free will and turn him into a danger for innocents. Coen is given 30 in-game days and nights to save his kidnapped family from Brentsis, the tyrannical leader of the vampire clique ruling the valley, creating a persistent countdown that shapes quest pacing, risk-reward strategies, and narrative urgency. Gameplay is structured around a dual combat identity. By day, Coen fights with grounded medieval weaponry, swords, shields, parries, directional strikes, and hex magic, while at night he becomes a supernatural predator capable of teleportation bursts, wall climbing, enhanced agility, brutal claw attacks, and powerful execution moves. The skill system is divided across human, vampire, and hybrid trees, enabling radically different builds that define how the player navigates combat, stealth, and social encounters. The blood hunger mechanic is central. Feeding is necessary to maintain control, but feeding recklessly causes moral repercussions, destabilizes alliances, and can permanently alter storylines, as losing control may result in unintentionally killing NPCs or sabotaging key relationships. This tension, managing monstrous strength while clinging to humanity, forms the thematic spine of the game. Vale Sangora itself functions as an interconnected, living world with its own power blocks, human resistance cells, peasant communities, vampire aristocrats, occult cultists, and monster-haunted wilderness. Rebel Wolves emphasizes a narrative sandbox approach. Players may pursue quests in non-linear order, choose peaceful diplomacy or bloody domination, ally with various factions whose internal politics unfold differently each playthrough, and even tilt the balance of power between humans and vampires depending on Coen's decisions. NPC trust is dynamic and shaped by consistency. Lying, feeding indiscreetly, or betraying confidence can close entire quest lines, while honourable or restrained play unlocks unique story paths, alternative resolutions, and companion interactions. The day-night cycle heavily influences world behaviour. Daytime offers safer exploration, but guarded strongholds and human-based obstacles, whereas night opens shortcuts, supernatural abilities, and new threats, along with enemies that only emerge in darkness. Built on Unreal Engine 5, the game features rich environmental storytelling, densely forested ravines, fortified keeps, cliffside villages, ritual altars, fog-shrouded marshlands, and underground layers illuminated by dynamic lighting and reactive shadows that underline its gothic realism. Enemy design ranges from grotesque vampiric monstrosities to armoured human inquisitors, each requiring different tactical approaches depending on Coen's form. Dialogue sequences are fully animated with high-fidelity performance capture, emphasising emotional nuance, while ambient world simulation ensures shifting weather, patrols, and roaming creatures that make Vale Sangora feel alive even when untouched by the main story. The game's 30-day timeline introduces both structure and freedom. The main narrative pushes forward with each passing day, but players are free to spend time on side quests, monster hunts, crafting, exploration, or political manipulation. Missing opportunities or delaying action can result in altered events, dead NPCs, besieged settlements, or escalating vampire oppression, making each run distinct in its outcome. Rebel Wolves, formed by veteran developers including leadership from The Witcher 3, aims to combine emotional storytelling with systemic gameplay, ensuring that every decision, failure, sacrifice, or moral compromise feels consequential. With its dual identity mechanics, gothic tone, morally charged design philosophy, and emphasis on player-shaped narrative arcs, The Blood of Dawnwalker positions itself as a deeply atmospheric, character-driven dark fantasy experience that merges intimate storytelling with expansive world freedom. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy.